Hello and welcome to the... What is this called?
Should I do it?
Yeah, why don't you do it?
Okay.
Don't give me that.
Hello and welcome to the Pointless Podcast, where everything is
Stupid. And your hosts are dumb. D-U-M dumb. I did it first.
Okay.
Well, I did it first.
Why am I even on this show? You
I don't
really
even know.
need me.
Honestly, I just let you on because I just feel like, you don't have anything better to do with your day.
Well,
it's
not untrue.
True. What are you doing? Don't touch him.
I'm putting it in the middle.
Touch my little boy.
So long.
Sorry, little boy.
So wait. We never introduced ourselves.
Yeah, I guess we should do that.
What's your name again? Who are you?
My name's Joey. I like Mountain Dew. I like to be sponsored by
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast,
Mountain Dew.
Taco Bell. There's a guy at the window. I'm gonna let that guy in. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, my name's Mad. Not like in the crazy way, but you could consider it that way, because yes. We have a visitor. Do we just keep rolling? What do we do?
Let's just keep rolling.
Okay. This is fine.
This is fine.
This is not unusual at all.
Ow.
Don't hurt yourself. Are you gonna make an appearance, or are you good?
He just wants to put his...
No one knows.
He just wants to use my refrigerator, the freeloader. He's
rolling up his pant leg and he's pulling down his socks. Oh, okay. That was his cat.
All right,
good job. I'm proud of you. Okay. What is this? What are we doing with this episode?
I don't know. We're all over the place.
We've had a heck of a time filming these.
Heck of a
Okay,
heck.
like our first episode didn't work out, and then we filmed one, The Philosophy of Beans, which you can watch. It's on YouTube for your enjoyment. And then we filmed two more, and those didn't work.
Yeah, because the audio on my computer, my computer ran out of space, so the audio cut out for him. So, big GG on that one. But
but here we are.
Here we are. It was.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I went for a giant hike the other day, and I kind of want to die.
It's like the 1975 song.
Yeah, basically.
And I always want.
Okay. All right, that's enough.
Well, okay.
But yeah, my brother texted me the night before last and was just like, "Hey, you want to go on a hike tomorrow morning?" I was like, "I guess so." And then we went to this one hiking spot that's practically like climbing up a mountain, and so It was just like so much pain. The first part of it was fine. Like the first like I don't know, half an hour of the hike is just like you're just hiking through the forest, and then you just start like climbing this mountain, and it's just it gets crazy.
It's like in the Hobbits to Isengard.
Exactly like that. It was funny though because like towards the end of it, I was just so tired. And all I had for breakfast that morning was just a carrot. So like I just didn't have.
What is it with you and just eating carrots? I don't understand.
I don't know.
They don't even have like any.
They're convenient.
But they're like, I'm pretty sure they're the same way as like apples, where they're like no calories to like negative calories. So you actually like.
Oh, you
burn
actually
more.
lose. Yeah, I think I heard about that.
You burn more apparently. Don't know if this is a scientific fact, but like with apples you like burn more than.
Yeah, I think the big one is celery. I think you burn like a lot of calories.
And lettuce
so
has like
to
no
eat.
calories.
Yeah. Anyways, I just ate a carrot, so I was just like I had no protein in my system, so it was like especially difficult.
Not ideal.
And like as I'm climbing up this mountain, all I can think about is that scene in Lord of the Rings when Samwise is like carrying Frodo, and he's just like. Then let us be rid of it. I don't know. I just kept thinking that scene kept popping up in my head.
So you mentioned your hike.
Yeah.
I brought up Lord of the Rings, not knowing that during your hike.
I know that was super funny that you'd bring that up. Yeah.
I'm amazing. No.
I just. Are you a sidekick?
What are you trying to say here?
A sidekick?
Is that all I am to you?
Yeah, it's just a sidekick, you know. I mean, I'm the cool one, obviously. But anyways, I kept picturing that scene over and over again because it was just, every step was agony, but I just wanted to be done with it.
Agony!
So it was just like, then let us be rid of it, and then I just
then you just
charge up the hill.
They're taking the hobbit's eyes and going.
They're chicken. Yeah.
They're chicken?
They're chicken. And then today I could like barely walk, which is not the first time that's happened.
I saw that.
It wasn't.
I saw that
last
firsthand.
time. It wasn't mountain related or hiking related. So, yeah, he knows in the back. Yeah. So good times, bad times, very bad times.
Good times. It was the best times. It was
the worst of.
I've never read
times.
that. I need to. I've never read Dickens.
I'm not sure what that is. Charles Dickens.
Yeah. I don't know which one it is. Oh.
I don't know. They're all the. We're
getting some commentary that Dickens is bad.
Yeah.
Let's just hope he's not a Dickens.
I cannot believe you just said that. Anyways, how are you doing? What's been going on?
Do you have any other topics? No.
Okay. Fair enough. You know what I think about a lot is.
Stop.
Unless you do have something.
I don't know what's happening.
Don't look at
I'm trying not to, okay? But this is new for me. Okay.
You know, like in a common theme in cartoons is like one character is trying to accomplish something, like catch a mouse, or you know, like Tom and Jerry, or like
really?
Pretty much all.
When you said catch a mouse, I never would have thought you would go.
Okay,
for Tom
just
and
shut up, okay? You know, like they have a goal to. I don't even want to talk about this.
No, please.
I don't want to talk about it.
Please continue.
But you know, like there's one character that's after another character, and they're just like they're trying to eat him or whatever. Like you know, Coyote and Roadrunner, and like Tom and Jerry, and there's a lot of cartoons. That's
Bugs
just
Bunny and
Bugs Bunny and
like,
Tasmanian.
I'm hunting a rabbit.
Oh yeah, that Wabbits guy.
I don't know.
You know, it's a common theme. But like, do you ever just mostly feel bad when you watch those type of cartoons? Because it's just like, you know, like Tom and Jerry, it's like really he's just trying to act upon his natural instincts, which is to catch mice, and yet he's just continually mangled and beaten down for it. Like I kind of feel bad. Like every episode he's just absolutely destroyed.
See, here's the thing though. I guess in my mind, I don't feel bad because they humanize those characters. They make them more human, obviously, than the actual animals are.
True.
Tom is getting fed. He has his well-being. He's a house cat, right? There's no like reason for him to eat Jerry. There's no reason for it because he has food. I understand that like even if a house cat was well fed and they had all the food that they wanted, they would probably still go out and try to catch mice. But like. They humanize the characters. They have like a reasonable like, you know.
Yeah, but I mean like that's his whole life goal though, which I mean probably isn't a good thing.
No.
It's maybe an unhealthy obsession, but I still like feel bad that like his whole life is just a endless trail of failures, you know, just continually just getting beaten down.
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, you know, there's like...
I don't know, but Tom gets love, though. He has owners. Jerry doesn't have that. Jerry's a mice. Mice?
Yeah,
mouse.
but I feel like even the owners are mean to Tom.
Maybe because Tom deserves... I don't know. Maybe does Tom deserve it? That's the question. We don't know what...
Tom deserves it.
We don't know what kind of house cat Tom is.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's nice to his owners.
True. That's true. The other one is Roadrunner, which I feel like the Coyote isn't really in the wrong.
I have no experience with the Roadrunner.
Okay.
I've never watched it,
Wow.
so I don't know. What's the premise?
It's pretty much the same concept, only it's a coyote and a roadrunner, which is a very fast running bird. And the roadrunner is kind of a scumbag. He's just kind of a jerk to the coyote the whole time. So you're just kind of like, for me at least, I'm usually rooting for the coyote, even though I know he's just going to endlessly fail.
Yeah.
Hundreds of times.
My question is, So I understand that this is a different premise, a different argument, but let's, what's the guy's name? Scrat or whatever from Ice Age?
Oh, yeah.
That character, I feel terrible for.
Yes.
Because he just, like, he doesn't even deserve it. All he wants is food. He just wants food. And it's one of those things where it's like, it's funny, but it's really not funny to me because it's so painful. It's just like, I just want him to have his food. That's all he does.
He don't deserve this. I mean,
he doesn't deserve
Take a look at like how skinny he is. He
like,
he hasn't eaten in years. I don't think.
No.
Because every time he tries to put a nut in the ground, it causes an avalanche.
It's just bad times for.
It's just bad times at the El Royale for everybody.
Not even good times. It wasn't even like the best of times, the worst of times. It
Yeah.
was just the worst of times for him.
But see, that's the thing is like I don't really understand why that's entertaining. Like it can be kind of funny, but like mostly I just feel bad.
I think the thing with him, and I haven't seen all the Ice Age movies. I've seen like 2.
Wow, you can stop after 3. It's just
okay. Well, I've only seen like maybe I've seen 3, but it's been a long time, so I don't really remember them. But it's like in the first movie, having that as his punchline, it's funny. For an entire like hour and a half movie, it's funny. But to do it throughout the whole series, there's like 5 movies. It gets a little old.
Yeah, I'm like, all right, just give him his dang nut.
Although, well, okay, although, like these movies are targeted towards children.
True.
And so it builds like pattern identification. It like builds like, I guess, character development in a way that like kids will be able to understand. So it's like you can't completely tear it down.
That's true. Yeah, it's for a different audience, I suppose.
But still, it's not the most entertaining to me.
Yeah.
Now the perfect like the genius like comedy blend is not even okay. Don't get me wrong. I love SpongeBob. I'm not attacking SpongeBob. But there's a lot of like, it's almost like cheaper humor because all of their innuendos are very inappropriate for children and like you won't understand it until like you're older.
A lot of it is quality humor. Yeah, see this.
Shut up. But hang on.
It's not okay. Well, you just say what you're saying.
No, hear me out.
I'm just gonna...
It's easier for adults to identify those innuendos without them really explaining it. Because they can just like hear a line, right, and take it in an inappropriate way, where a kid wouldn't, right? So it's easier for SpongeBob to point it out than to make a joke that's not inappropriate and have adults identify it. Does that make sense? Because like you have Phineas and Ferb, which is the same thing. They have a ton of innuendos, but they're not inappropriate. They're just clever. Mm-hmm. So for me, the brilliant comedy is when you have something that's funny to children, but also funny to adults. And that's why I'm saying...
That's why you're saying SpongeBob is good. I feel like you're...
No, that's why I'm saying it's good. I'm just saying it's easier. SpongeBob's humor is easier for adults to like...
Okay. But it's not like...
Funny.
Okay. I was worried you were saying it's
I'm not saying one is funnier than the other.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I respect it, I guess, more.
Okay.
When it's more clever and quick-witted-ish. I don't know.
For Phineas and Ferb.
Phineas and Ferb. I was thinking the Lego movie, too. They have a lot of like innuendos that aren't really inappropriate, but it's still like you have to think about it, and it's like, ha, that's really funny.
True.
Lego Batman uses a few inappropriate innuendos,
but they're so good.
It's still.
I love that movie.
Stop. Okay, if you're gonna laugh, why don't you be in the podcast? Never mind. You stay there. Stop. Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
What else you got?
Why is it always me? I came up with the last 2 things.
I don't know. Wait, hang on.
I can think of some random crap to throw out.
I brought up SpongeBob, and that went on for like 5 minutes.
Okay, great. Good for you.
Thank you. That's all I want.
Do you ever?
Have you ever had a dream that you wish you could you could do anything?
Yeah, that Vine is just me in a social situation, trying to say simple words, trying to say I want a glass of water. Can I? Yeah, I don't know why it makes that voice.
That's terrifying.
It's terrible. Do you ever feel like, you know,
go on.
All your life you've been good, but now you're thinking, whoa, what the hell? And that all you want to do is to mess around, and you don't even care.
Are you thinking, what the hell?
Yeah. Just, whoa, what the hell? All I want to do is mess around. Did I say that line or I skipped that? Okay, good.
You literally just said it. Okay, am I this weirdo? First of all, good song, throwback.
Good song.
Appreciate
Avril
it.
is bae.
Appreciate it. Whoa. Whoa. That's a pretty high, that's a pretty high compliment.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like, if you really pay attention to the lyrics of, like, her songs and also, like, the other, like, big stars of that generation, like, they're kind of whack.
Whoa.
Like, the lyrics are just
Hang on.
but they're enjoyable because they're, I don't know. If there's a charm to them, but...
Are you saying today's music is not also whack?
Okay,
as
it's
far as
extremely
lyrics?
whack, yeah. But it was a different kind of whack, I feel like. It was kind of more like a... Yeah, like it's just like kind of goofy lyrics like that would have only happened
The
in
2000s, dude.
The 2000s was...
The 2000s.
It was a good time.
It was the best of time, it was the worst. No. It was just the best of times, really.
It was just all around
I mean, they had goofy songs like that. You have like early Good Charlotte that is just all like what you're talking about. Just goofy lyrics,
goofy
all
lyrics.
that. But then you also have some of the like really sweet sentimental songs. Like you had Lifehouse. That was a quality band. You had like Matchbox 20. You had like
Blink 182.
Exactly, sentimental, sweet.
Sentimental.
Gosh, like what's my age again?
She left me roses on the stairs.
Surprises let me know she cares.
See, that's
exactly.
Sentimental. It gets me every time.
Oh, for sure. And then you have like on the other spectrum of Blink, you have like the goofy, really, really goofy side. Like I Miss You, like goofy as heck.
Yeah, honestly, what a weird band, but we love them.
They're great,
don't we?
Well,
I only like Tom. Ever since Tom,
and that's where our friendship ends. But
ever since Tom, they haven't been the same. But hey, you know what? Possibly unpopular or popular opinion, Angels and Airwaves is a good band, and I'm glad that Tom left to start that band.
Never really listened to them, but I know for a fact, unpopular opinion, I don't miss Tom. Very unpopular opinion.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
But I love Alkaline Trio, and I love Matt Skiba and The Secrets, so like...
It's
not that bad. It's not that bad.
It's whatever, you know?
It's not that bad.
It's whatever.
You know.
No,
go ahead.
Oh, what are you saying?
No,
you can
go
say
ahead.
your thing.
I just got cut off in this subject like twice now.
Oh, you can go.
going.
No, you go ahead. I don't want to cut you
It's
off.
not that important now. I was just saying, am I the only weirdo? When I drink anything, I'll like hold it in my mouth before like I finally swallow it. Like even if I'm just drinking
Well, you gotta
water.
taste it.
Yeah, but even water where you can't taste it. I'll like, I'll take a sip of something and just hold it there.
I don't actually know if I do that. I feel like I do.
It's like unnatural to me to just like sip and then swallow right after. It's not.
Well, I feel like you don't really enjoy it if you just swallow it. Even with water, like it's nice to feel like the cold before it goes down. I don't know.
That's what I do, and so like it makes it really hard when somebody like if I'm trying to drink something and someone makes me laugh because that's a struggle.
Yeah, just spit all over them.
Anyway, see, it wasn't even that important. What were you gonna say?
Oh well, now I just feel like I'm just rerouting us back to our old conversation.
That's fine.
But I was just saying how like it's weird how I feel like we're already old in the sense that we're like think fondly of the early 2000s. You know?
Oh no, I was having this breakdown like earlier today. That's why I brought up Lifehouse because I heard them on the radio.
Yeah.
What was it? Hanging by a Moment.
Mm-hmm.
And that song's from the year 2000. Okay, and it's like crazy to me to think like, oh my god, 2000 is gonna be like 20 years ago soon. That's just bonkers.
Wild.
To me. It's whack.
Whack, bruh.
Whack.
Whack.
And so I feel it because I'm like,
feels weird, but
like it's always funny because you hear your parents and they're always like, oh, you know, the 80s, like, those were the times, or like the 70s, those were the times. Wow, I feel old. And you'll think of it in retrospect, you're like, well, it's not really that long ago. Like, I'm sure I'm never gonna feel that way. Like, that's not even that bad.
Like, we already feel that way.
I feel it. Like, the 2000s are so long ago.
I know.
Even if you go back 10 years ago, like, we were listening to Gwen Stefani. And that, like, Sweet Escape is from, like, 2007. That's already 12 years.
That's
or 2008,
weird.
Something like that. But around, like 10 years.
Yeah.
And when Lady Gaga first got into fame, like, it's just, I don't know, it's just funny looking at the artists that are super popular today. Because you go back and you had, like, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Rihanna, all of those, like, super big names today. They were just starting back in, like, 2008. That was, like, their, like, peak of popularity, I feel like. And it's just, like, that's already 10 years ago.
That's whack. But on the flip side, I feel like as much as I enjoyed that time period, I'm okay with having moved forward.
In, like, music or life?
Well,
or both.
Just kind of everything. Just like style. Like the style was, looking back, I'm like, that was kind of ridiculous. I can see it. It was ridiculous. Like it was
but
super
Hannah
fun.
Montana fashion though.
Yeah, that was whatever. I don't know. I don't actually care. I'm
the bedazzled flip phones.
Yeah, the bedazzled flip phones. Just like the oversized pants and like bright colored t-shirts and all that crap. All like the gothic culture too was super funny. That was the peak of goth, I feel like. That's when goth, like, it was actually cool. Not to...
Goth or like punk?
Like punk and goth type stuff.
Mohawks.
Yeah, mohawks. And just having like 10 bracelets up your arm. That was like the cool thing.
No, I wish we could go back to those days.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm that type of person where I get super nostalgic about a lot of things. But then, like, if you actually, like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like the perfect scenario where, say you grew up going, like, vacationing to a certain spot. Then you're like, I haven't been to that place since I was a kid. I'm gonna go back. And you go back, and it's not the same.
Yeah.
So then you not only ruin all the hype you just put on that place, you also ruin the memory that you had of it.
Like, and
it's just bad.
Trash.
It's just bad.
That's
so like, as much as I love the 2000s, I would not want us to try to recreate the 2000s. I would just want to travel in time back to there. Can you imagine if time travel becomes a thing one day and we're just able to like travel back in time whenever we want?
That'd be cool.
It's like a video game. You just we're in a simulation.
I
feel like you were gonna say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say something. What was it?
Remember it.
I don't know. You just kept talking, and I was like, okay. Oh, actually, it was stupid. I was just saying that's why I haven't been back to Chuck E. Cheese. You know, to ruin the memory. You know, I went there once when I was a kid, and I was like, this is the greatest place I've ever been to.
I mean, an arcade and pizza, like.
Yeah, but I don't know. From what I've heard, it's just like so nasty in there. Like I was completely oblivious to it now, but like apparently it's just like ugh. And that dang mouse. Can't face him again.
To mice.
Mice.
I think the only major mouse we haven't talked about is Mickey Mouse.
That's true. What is there to say?
What do you think Mickey Mouse thinks of all this Disney nonsense? Because Disney, the corporation, is really bugging me. They just keep buying everything. They keep controlling way too much.
Yeah.
They already have enough money. They charge everyone too much for their products.
Honestly, I just think Mickey's just become like just a symbol. You know, they just have a gun to his back at all times, and they're just like, you gotta say this. You gotta buy Sony. You gotta ask for more money for Spider-Man.
I wouldn't doubt it, honestly. Like,
I think
someone has to save Mickey Mouse.
We gotta break in there. We gotta see
we have to save Mickey Mouse. Wow, man. We just assumed his species?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Also, isn't it weird how
it's weird how what?
What's the dog's Pluto? There's
Yep.
Pluto and there's Goofy.
And there's,
They're both dogs. Was Pluto like an inbred or something? What's wrong with him? Or I guess Goofy would be the weird one because he's still stupid, but at least he can talk.
Oh, you just called Goofy might be slow, okay, but he's not stupid.
Okay, he's
a caring person, but it's also sometimes like it's like you and me. You and me are both human, but like sometimes I doubt you.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
I mean, I'm kidding for the most part.
I don't. Yeah. Okay. I don't believe it, but okay.
Also, how come you have Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse? First of all, not married, have the same last name. Let's hope they're not brother and sister. Oh God. Okay. Anyways,
I didn't even
you have
think about
Donald
that.
Duck. You have shut up. You have Donald Duck. You have Daisy Duck.
They're both related.
Not married, same last name. But how come both the mice and both the ducks are together? Where's like the is there no intermixing of the like? Cause they're think about it. Think about it.
What?
Hang on.
I understand.
That's so bad.
They're technically different animals. I know it happens in a lot of kids' movies, but that's not. That's not how this works. This ain't Zootopia.
I mean it in the way that like going back to how we already talked about like Tom and Jerry, they're already humanized. They're not seen as like necessarily different animals. They're seen basically as human characters. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it's like, where do you draw the line of where, like, how far cartoons can go? Because you have like, you have Clarabelle the cow, right? And doesn't she? Who is she with? She's with like a horse, I think. This is like the old cartoons.
Oh, I don't.
But I think she's with
this.
like a horse or something, or maybe Clarabelle's no.
Also,
I don't know, something like that. But it's like, where do you draw the line?
I don't know. I mean, it's.
Everything that I brought up sounds really bad.
It's a cartoon. Also, I mean, if we're gonna get this deep, why don't we start asking why Goofy's the only one with the sun? Goofy's the only one that's.
That is true. Where did Max come from?
I don't know.
The Goofy movie, though.
Goofy movie is
regardless
good.
of how Max came to be, Goofy movie is
freaking great.
I said Goofy movie.
Goofy
Nice.
movie.
Goofy movie.
That's what it should have been called.
Thank you. I've been
movie.
saying for years that
It's
Disney
good.
should hire me. I'll fix the company
True.
for everyone.
For everyone.
I make no promises. Never mind.
All we want is Robin Hood original cartoon sequel. That is like actually my favorite Disney cartoon.
Robin Hood?
Yeah.
Really?
With the one with the animals?
I didn't know this. Animals, huh?
Shut up. I don't know. It's just such a classic. I don't feel like there's any cartoon that can beat it for some reason. Even though I don't know. I don't know why it's so good. It's just it just is for some reason.
I respect your opinion, but I think you're wrong.
Yeah. I mean, there's like as for like well, I don't know. As far as like animated Disney movies, like cartoons that aren't princess movies, I feel like Robin Hood is definitely like one of the top, with Emperor's New Groove right up there.
I can see that. I like Lilo and Stitch a lot too, and I think that's a fan favorite.
Yeah.
I really like Aristocats and Lady and the Tramp.
Aristocats is good.
And those movies.
They just
Jungle
don't-
Book is good too.
Jungle Book is great, yeah. But I don't know. I don't know why. I think it's just one of those things where it's like.
Oh,
That was
but
like-
you know what? Okay, hang on.
What?
If we go by popularity wise and like fan favorites, and if you exclude the princess movies, obviously the biggest like Disney cartoon would have to be like The Lion King.
Yeah.
If you go by like
True.
fan favorites, I don't know if you can beat that
Also,
one.
does your camera stop at 30?
Uno momento.
Uno momento.
Proceed. Okay.
Yeah. The camera stopped. All right, we should probably wrap this up. The camera stops at 30 minutes, so we had to stop and fix it
Have
real
fun
quick.
editing this audio.
Yeah, that's gonna be a time. Anyways, thanks for watching or listening or feeling.
Thanks for feeling with us. That.
Thanks for feeling with us
Actually,
today.
no. That
If you
Shut up. Oh my god.
We'll have more for you to feel next week.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.